Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Knights of the Fallen Empire Edition, and we're back once again with XAINASH. Of course we are back with XAINASH because really, I mean, look at his skin, it's red. So how can we say no to him? I mean, really, just look at that face. I mean, really. Okay, so the new chapter has released. This is chapter XIV, or otherwise known as XIV, and we're now going to be participating in Mandalore's revenge. Emperor Archon tightens his tyrannical grip on the galaxy. The Eternal Fleet, commanded by a legion of Gemini droids, remains a devastating threat to peace and freedom. New Alliance intel recovered from the Eternal Empire's capital reveals a possible hope of conquering Archon's warships, the mysterious Gemini Prime. Commander XAINASH and a fierce Mandalorian clan lead a dangerous assault on the weapons factories of Darvanis to capture Gemini Prime and seize control of the Eternal Fleet. Did they make up that name? Did they make up Darvanis? Not entirely sure, but I suppose they can. I suppose they can anytime they so desire. They can definitely do that. They can on canon. Yes.
Good day, my lord.
Where are the others?
Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable, on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be patrolling myself. Can we proceed?
I have additional information regarding the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. The network links mechanical captains inside the fleet's ships. Their security protocols cannot be directly subverted.
Why not?
Because the Gemini captains are based on me.
I understood your design was unique, or close to it. Now you're saying Zakul has an army of Scorpio models?
Imitations programmed to control the fleet. How they came to exist, I do not know, but I will not be imitated. Based on what I have decoded, the Geminis are produced from a mold, a template. Gemini Prime.
Why a physical template?
My technology is not easily duplicated. The Gemini Prime is linked to a factory on the world of Darvanis. Retrieve the unit and I will unlock the secrets of the network and the fleet.
We get the Eternal Fleet, and you find out who's been copying you and how. Is that the deal?
Yes.
I know Darvanis. One of the first worlds we conquered when the war started. A staging point into the wider galaxy. That factory builds droids, weapons, starships. It's a key resource, fortified accordingly. Fully automated defenses.
I've seen its like. Tunnels running kilometers deep. Too large for a strike team.
Then we plan a full-scale assault. How close are we to assembling an army?
We don't have nearly enough people here. But Theron...
I've been securing military allies along the rim. There's a favor I can pull in. Rather not say more over the comm, but I can set a rendezvous with forces on Darvanis. You can take the factory and grab Gemini.
Sheer numbers can serve where the Force and intricate plans will not. Very well. I will lead.
I'll signal our allies. Any luck, they'll be on Darvanis before you.
The rest of you, get the gravestone ready for combat. Once we have Gemini Prime, it'll be us against the fleet. One way or another.
Well, you're on the wrong planet. The Hutt pleasure worlds are a dozen parsecs out.
Shut up, Como. You're looking good for a dead man.
Shae Vizsla. I wasn't expecting Mandalorians.
We're what you got. Heard you need a factory pulverized.
A dozen clans stand with Mandalore the Avenger. We're ready for blood, even if our enemies are built of metal and grease.
Mandalore the Avenger?
Rough few years. Eternal fleets kept us under siege on the Heart Worlds. I picked up the title along the way. When your spy boy offered a chance to hit back, I agreed. Been on defense too long.
Then we fight together. Mandalore against Zakuul and the galaxy. We'll topple Arkan yet.
Right now, I'd settle for one good victory.
How have you deployed your troops around the factory?
Rotating assault teams of 200 commandos each. Place is a fortress. Needs hammering before we go in.
Next attack starts in 5. Forward teams are in position to down the energy shield.
You want to be useful? Capture the perimeter guns and retarget the factory. Torian!
Mandalore.
Torian's chief of Clan Ghidorah, and the best scout we've got. He'll show you the way.
Guns are in Sector 9. Plenty of Sky Troopers. Keep up. I'll try to protect you.
Take me to the guns. We have a factory to conquer.
Retursia me, Mandalore.
Stay alive. Both of you.
I will do that and more. Thank you very much, Shae Vizsla. Isn't that amazing? Oh yes, the last time I think we saw Shae Vizsla was where? Where was that? I think it was on... Was it... Yeah, Shadow of Revan, I believe. Shadow of Revan, is that true? Yeah, I think so. Well, whatever the case, let's head on out here, and we're not in a phase. That's going to be a little irritating, isn't it? Because we know people, we do know people. They are relatively impolite and impatient. So, we're going to see. We're going to see whether that actually affects us at all. But right now, I am actually looking forward to exploring Darvanis, which actually seems like a rather cool place so far. Reminds me of Tatooine a little bit. But yes, as I've stated in various series, I actually like Tatooine quite a bit. Wait a minute, what am I doing here? Is there actually something to do over there? What's that? I have to locate all of that equipment. Why do I want to do that? Why do I want to locate... and I don't want to do any of that. I just want to do the main mission. Why would I want to do the bonus missions? I'm not entirely sure. Locating the EMP grenades and things. I mean, surely everyone is going to be level 65 by the time they arrive here. I mean, look at this, though. Oh, I get it. Okay, so, yes. If you pick up those things, then you can kill the walkers very, very quickly. And if you're playing alongside me, then, of course, that would probably be something that I would suggest. But because I'm recording, I don't really want to take the time to do that. And I think I'm actually going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be too hard to kill these. I mean, as you can see, look at that. That was a very easy kill indeed. Unfortunately, now we have to deal with many, many Sky Troopers, as is usual. But that's not too bad. That is not too bad. I mean, these guys are generally going to die very, very quickly, and you don't have anything to worry about as such. Now, of course, Torian is currently on healing. I really don't like that, to be honest. I would love him to be on damage. Really would, but unfortunately, because I am a DPS character, it is going to mean that we are... we're kind of pigeonholed into him being a healer, because otherwise I'm going to have to rest and rejuvenate somewhat, and... I just kind of like the ranged characters, the ranged companions, should I say, actually being damaged. So let's actually go over here. And wow, what a long list. Yes, that's a very long list of companions. I would love to be able to summon someone else like Galt or something, but unfortunately we won't be able to do that. So yes, I have switched him to damage now, so hopefully that's going to make a huge difference to how we deal with these things. Now, I'm going to try and use all of my restorative powers as much as possible, like Leech Strike and things like that, because I feel like that's going to make a much better difference to our speed than actually having Torian on healing. So I think we're probably going to try something like that. Seems so far to actually be working relatively well. And of course I would like to be able to use my abilities when I want, but apparently the server is having a couple of difficulties, maybe being a little bit slow every now and again. Of course there are many, many people attempting to do the quests at the same time. So
Join forces at the outer shield perimeter.
yes, exactly. So there are many people around here, and so that's going to be quite the unfortunate thing to have to deal with. But of course, we are just going to be fighting. We're just going to be fighting all the time. And where do I actually have to go? Oh, just over there. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. But again, I am actually dying, so that's kind of annoying, isn't it? So let's use our death field to get a little bit of HP back. And again, we're going to have to restore ourselves. So this is the thing. I think I'm probably, against these bosses, probably going to put Torian on tank or something. I feel like tank is probably a good middle ground, because technically we are the damage, so we don't really need another damage companion. So I'm just going to go stealth here and attack him out of stealth. I know I don't have the ability that actually allows us to use it from stealth, but I'm kind of just being a bit lazy by not using it, to be honest, and I don't really mind about not having it so much. So let's just see what we can do about taking out this guy as much as possible. Of course, he has a shield. I actually thought that was an invulnerability shield, but actually it's not. It's actually not, so that's kind of a bit weird. It's just a damage reduction shield, I would assume. Something along those lines, but he died very quickly. Obviously, Torian being on tank does make a difference, so let's reprogram the first perimeter gun. I'm actually kind of surprised. There was only, what was that? I don't know, 6 Sky Troopers in the phase and 1 Elite Sky Trooper, so surely it would be relatively easy for a band of, I don't know, 6 Mandalorians or something along those lines to actually just enter here with a strike team. I mean, they all have jetpacks, surely, so they can all just airdrop in here and just be like, hello there, we're Mandalorians, and goodbye, you are now pieces of droid chassis, and you're all dead. So that would have been absolutely amazing, but apparently not. So let's get on Jeff, and we'll just run on down here. Jeff is my chemi-lizard, by the way. Yes, I named him Jeff because, well, he's just fabulous, isn't he? I mean, just look at him. He's just absolutely fabulous, and I really do like him quite a bit. I mean, he is adorned with gold. I mean, how can you not? How can you not say that he's fabulous? But yes, there is a substantial amount of frame drops going on here as well. I think that's due to the dust currently being thrown around, but look at the scenery. It's absolutely amazing. It's very, very well done, I have to say. But okay, so the next place where we have to go, I guess I'm going to have to fight through a couple more units as well, so I guess I'll see you when we arrive there. Okay, so the final perimeter gun. I decided to skip the second one because it was basically just fighting. There was literally no story whatsoever, which is kind of a little bit sad, but there is actually something rather amusing about this particular chapter, and that's that I can actually stealth past most of the content, and that's actually a good thing, because you don't really want to be fighting all the time, do you? No, you don't want to be fighting every single Sky Trooper that you can, because even though they are very easy to fight, it's not particularly great to be like, oh yes, I must definitely fight these guys and definitely want to destroy over 100 Sky Troopers while you're just running through here, and you really want to know what's happening with Shae Vizsla, and you want to get back to it and see what's going on with Gemini Prime as well. Apparently that has something to do with Scorpio too. So, let's reprogram the last one, shall we?
Guns hot. Ready to target droids and factory defenses.
We have the shield generators down. Give the place a pounding.
Where are you?
Still inside the perimeter. The droids, they outflanked us. Couldn't withdraw.
Understood.
Those soldiers, they're inside the firing zone.
Yes, already dead. No honor in being beaten by machines.
So be it. Time to reduce those droids to molten steel.
Incoming!
Better get back to base. Mandalore will be planning a new assault.
The silly Mandalorians firebombed their own people. I feel tingly.
They crushed themselves against us without remorse.
You admire them?
They amuse me.
Are you smiling? I can never tell. We must answer this insult to the Eternal Empire, of course. Have the fleet burn them all to glass. We'll make a window from their remains. It'll be so pretty.
Darvanus can defend itself. All we have to do is watch the Mandalorians die.
You're the Emperor.
And there we have it. So, yes, all of the Mandalorians... Wow, that's actually really quite painful because they are all extremely skilled warriors, and losing them, that's never a good thing, is it? I mean, why would you want to lose some of your most valued warriors? And that guy actually was a really cool voice actor as well. He had a pretty cool voice, and I really do not like it when the guys with the cool voices are not featured that much. Of course. I mean, Valkorion, I mean, look at him. I really want him to be in this a lot more. Where is he? He has disappeared from us, which is not a good idea, is it? No, but we have returned to the camp, so let's head on in and see what Shae Vizsla has to say.
Severe damage to the inner ring of factory defenses. Plus, those shields are down.
And our losses?
28 seasoned Mandalorian warriors. But how they took their foes with them. 1,000 mindless, programmed machines lie in the dirt today. Oh, future generations will sing songs of our brother's sacrifice against the spawn of Production Line 15 Alpha.
They're dead. No point mocking them.
Not bad hunting out there. You're no Mandalorian, but you pulled your weight.
Since when is it dishonorable for a Mandalorian to be beaten by a droid? I've seen clans fight machines before.
Not like this. Not for years running.
No disgrace in dying to a droid. No disgrace in falling off a cliff either. But we're Mandalorians, bred for true combat.
We'll talk in the morning. Figure our next move when the troops are fresh.
For tonight, we celebrate survival. Show us how an Aruti like you handles Mandalorian drink.
Rough battle, probably a rough party. Not many outsiders celebrate with us.
Nothing can match the debaucheries of Drome and Kars. But perhaps you can kindle a few memories?
You'll fit right in when the bragging starts. Come on, I don't mind fighting, but it's good to see friends before dying.
We send Clan Baroya after the North Power Station and Fett to the south. That'll weaken the Sky Troopers for the final push.
That should work, if your troopers are up to the task.
Power stations. What I'd give for an Imperial bunker to melt.
Aaron's sniper units at the Zakul tactical post will outmaneuver the clans.
Show me the location. I'll handle the droids and give you time to reach the power stations.
You are going to hold off a battalion on your own? You're bold for an outsider, but not right.
We win this, we march inside next. Good hunting.
It appears as though Fett does not particularly realize just how powerful XAINASH can be. I mean, he has a way with words, and he looks rather dashing in a cape. And I mean, that's his power, isn't it? I mean, he can just walk down the catwalk and be like, yes, look at me. I'm amazing. And then everyone just stands around and applauds, and that's exactly what Arkan's going to do when he next sees us. So, for now, I will end this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.